Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're uncovering a fascinating story that has left countless people scratching their heads for over a century. How do three men vanish from a lighthouse, leaving behind nothing but unsettling clues? The Flannan Isles, a remote and rugged cluster off Scotland's coast, became the center of one of the most perplexing mysteries in maritime history. In 1900, three lighthouse keepers disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a scene that seemed frozen in time. What could have happened on this isolated, storm-battered island? Was it a tragic accident, foul play, or something beyond explanation? Stick around as we unravel the chilling details, explore the most compelling theories, and confront the lingering questions that make this case unforgettable. The Flannan Isles, a windswept and desolate group of islands off Scotland's west coast, are as treacherous as they are mysterious. These jagged rocks, battered by relentless waves and howling winds, have long been feared by sailors navigating the perilous waters of the North Atlantic. At the heart of this rugged isolation stood the Flannan Isles Lighthouse, a vital beacon for ships traversing these dangerous seas. Perched atop the highest point of the largest isle, Eilean Mor, the lighthouse was a lifeline for mariners, but a lonely and challenging post for those tasked with keeping it running. Life as a lighthouse keeper was anything but easy. Cut off from the world, they endured harsh weather, long hours of solitude, and the constant pressure of maintaining the light that could mean the difference between life and death for passing ships. In December 1900, the lighthouse was manned by three men: Thomas Marshall, the second assistant, James Duckett, the principal keeper, and Donald MacArthur, a temporary replacement filling in for an absent colleague. Each brought their own experience and character to the role, but together, they shared the burden of isolation and the responsibility of ensuring the light never failed. Little did they know, their watch on Eilean Mor would not only be their last, but would also leave behind one of the most enduring mysteries in maritime history. On December 26, 1900, the relief crew arrived at the Flannan Isles Lighthouse, expecting to relieve the men on duty and carry out their routine duties. But what they found was far from ordinary. The lighthouse was eerily silent. There were no signs of the three men, no welcoming voices, no movement from the windows. As the crew entered the lighthouse, they were met with an unsettling sight. The lamps had been extinguished, and the living quarters were undisturbed, as though the men had simply vanished. The most disturbing discovery was the table, where untouched meals were still set out, as if the men had abruptly left in the middle of their meal. A chair was overturned, and the fire in the hearth had gone cold. The scene felt frozen in time, as if the men had vanished into thin air, leaving no trace behind. Further inspection revealed the weather log, which held the final entries made by the keepers. The last entry, made by James Duckett, spoke of a violent storm, one that he described as unusual and fierce. However, this storm wasn't recorded anywhere else, and no other ships or crews had reported it. It was as though the storm had existed only in the minds of the men, or perhaps it was something far stranger. As the relief crew began to piece together the evidence, they were left with more questions than answers. Had the men been swept away by a rogue wave, or had something more sinister taken place? The weather log's strange mention of the storm only deepened the mystery, leaving the investigators with no clear explanation for the men's sudden disappearance. Theories began to swirl. Was it an accident, a freak natural disaster, or something far more baffling? The pieces didn't fit together, and the disappearance of the three lighthouse keepers would soon become a haunting enigma that would remain unsolved for years to come. As the years passed and the mystery deepened, various theories emerged to explain the disappearance of the three lighthouse keepers. Some were grounded in natural explanations, while others ventured into the realms of the supernatural and human foul play. One of the most common theories is that the men were swept away by a massive wave. The Flannan Isles are known for their treacherous waters, and a rogue wave could have easily capsized the lighthouse keepers or carried them out to sea. The weather log mentioned a fierce storm, which could have been the perfect conditions for such a disaster. But the absence of any bodies or debris in the area made this theory seem less likely. A wave of that magnitude would have left some trace behind, yet nothing was found. Then there are the supernatural theories. The Flannan Isles have a long history steeped in folklore, and some believe the island is cursed. The men's disappearance, so sudden and inexplicable, led to rumors of ghostly forces at play. Some speculate that the island itself is haunted by spirits of sailors lost to the sea, or that the men encountered a sea monster lurking in the waters. Others even point to local legends of the great sea serpent that has been said to haunt the shores. Was the disappearance of the keepers the result of a supernatural force, something that modern science can't explain? Finally, there's the possibility of human foul play. The isolation of the lighthouse, coupled with the tense atmosphere among the keepers, has led some to suggest that something darker might have happened. Could one of the men have gone mad and harmed the others? Or perhaps an outsider, someone who had a grudge or a motive, caused their disappearance? Donald MacArthur, one of the keepers, had a reputation for being a bit of a loner, and there were rumors of conflict among the men. Could a fight or mental breakdown have led to the tragic events? Theories abound, but none of them fully explain the mystery. The disappearance of the 3 men from the Flannan Isles lighthouse remains one of the most perplexing unsolved cases in maritime history, with no definitive answer in sight. The disappearance of the 3 lighthouse keepers from the Flannan Isles has left an indelible mark on history, sparking imaginations and inspiring countless works of art. Over the years, this eerie mystery has been the subject of books, songs, and even films, each trying to capture the haunting uncertainty surrounding the case. It has become a symbol of unsolved maritime mysteries, a chilling reminder of the unpredictable forces of nature and the dangers of isolation. The story has also captivated conspiracy theorists and armchair detectives, leading to numerous theories and speculations that continue to evolve. The unanswered questions, what truly happened to the men, and why were they never found, have kept the mystery alive for over a century. People are still drawn to the idea that there are pieces of the puzzle yet to be uncovered, that somewhere out there lies the truth behind their disappearance. The Flannan Isles case continues to resonate because it challenges our understanding of what's possible. It's a story that leaves us questioning the limits of human knowledge, the power of nature, and the mysteries that might still be out there, waiting to be discovered. Over a century later, the Flannan Isles mystery remains an enigma, a tale of isolation, danger, and the unknown. The eerie disappearance of 3 men, the strange clues left behind, and the theories that still circulate all contribute to the haunting legacy of this case. It's a story that continues to captivate and perplex, leaving us wondering, what really happened that night? Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think happened to the keepers of the Flannan Isles? Was it a freak accident, a supernatural event, or something else entirely? Share your theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to join us next time as we dive into another chilling case that defies explanation. You won't want to miss it.